completely to God, you're hesitant. Yeah.
I'm hesitant that right now, what I really, really want to do is to know if I was going
Church came by.
I didn't used to, but now I do.
Well, you know what the funny part about it is? It's just what I mentioned before. You give yourself up to God, but you hold on to that doubt. And doubt's a funny thing, because you know you're going to, you say you're going to try, and you're like, oh, well, I don't think I can really do it. So you hold on to doubt, and doubt's kind of like a string to a balloon. And that balloon is full of all of your sins, right? And you hold on to the doubt, and there's all of your sins up in the balloon. Not quite to God, because you've got to release the string before it floats to God. So you're just holding on to that string, holding on to that string. That way, when you step out the door, you can yank it all down. That's how God works.
It's not fair, feelings.
This is bad one. Maybe it's not full of feeling. Maybe it's full of acid. But anyway, so you've got this balloon, and you're holding on to doubt. So what happens if you let go of the balloon? If you have, well, let's pretend it can float. so let's pretend it can float. So we're holding on to the string, and we let go. We give up our doubt. Right? Focus with me. We let go of our doubt. Can we reach our sin?
No.
Yeah.
Well, and this is the best part. See, that balloon slowly floats up, right?
But you can jump and get it.
Right. If you're quick enough, if you're only so far into your walk with God, you can jump and get it. Right? I mean, you can.
Yeah, but doesn't it go up within seconds? What if a couple days later you want to get it?
Well, if it's full of acid,
It's probably still available.
No, it isn't. That's the thing. With God, it isn't. Once you let your sin go, it's gone. That's how it works. We think that once we mess up, it all comes crashing back down on us. That's a common mistake. It's wrong.
Tell me if that acid pops, it's not going to come down.
It never pops. Because God says, once you let it go, put your sin as far as the east is from the west. Meaning it disappears. It's gone. It's not with you. It's not with him. It's gone. It's as if it never existed. So as soon as we hold on to that balloon, as soon as we hold that float up to God, it's gone. There is no, oh, I accumulated this little piece of sin. Now here's my balloon again. It doesn't magically reappear when we think it does. It's not like, oh no, we took 5 steps forward, 1 step back, so that means we've got to start a mile backward.
So if you put everything in the balloon except for a couple things?
That's the strings. Anything you don't let go of, that's the strings. Maybe it's down, maybe it's not. Maybe it's music you shouldn't listen to because it taints your mind. Maybe it's television that influences your standards. Maybe it's lying to your parents about what you do. Maybe it's drinking. Maybe it's give me some more. What are some things people struggle with? Modesty. Maybe it's drugs. Well, give me some more down to earth things. Cursing. Oh my goodness, yes. What about cheating on your papers?
Be so robot. That's Russian for cold and hard.
If that's what you struggle with, okay. So anyway, so anything that you don't let float up to God becomes a string on your balloon.
Can the balloon go without the string?
No, absolutely not. You're holding on to it. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. And but the thing is, once you let it go, that doesn't mean you're letting it forever. That doesn't mean you'll never sin again. It means you can never sin again, because regardless of what people may tell you, you can never sin again.
I thought everybody sinned.
Everybody has sinned. That doesn't mean everyone has to sin forever. That's a mistake. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. People who tell you, you will sin again,
Doesn't Lewis say that?
is both. No. No, he doesn't.
No, he said we are all sinners because
We have sinned, and we may sin again, but that doesn't mean we have to. Because there are righteous people in the Bible. No one was a righteous man. Moses was righteous. Ezekiel? No. Not Ezekiel. Elijah and Elisha. I mean, there were holy... No, Elijah and Elisha. But there were holy men in the Bible, people who gave up their sin and never sin again. It's possible to do it. Mary was found to be righteous in God's eyes. I mean, it is possible to let go of your sin and to keep it God. Yeah.
Wouldn't that have to happen again? Like, God makes him, like, exactly like Mary. What would happen?
It's not necessary. It would never happen again because it's not necessary to happen again. Because Christ's sacrifice covered everyone. So, I mean, although God could do it, he wouldn't because he's not wasteful. He sends everyone here for a purpose. And Christ's purpose is always already been served. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, once you've let go of that balloon, you may sin again. Not saying you have to, but you may. And when you do, don't fall back on that guilt. Don't use that one little slip-up as your excuse to keep on sinning. Because that's my issue. That's what I do. Like, let's say I speed a little bit. Because that's one that I've recently been convicted of this one, right? I don't speed. I was convicted that it is sin because we are to follow the law according to God. So I've been working to go the speed limit. So on days when I speed, I may also slip up and listen to music I know is inappropriate. Or I may slip up and laugh at a joke that I know I shouldn't. Or I may slip up and not speak up in class when I know I should be defending my faith. All that happens in one day because I sped a little. And that doesn't make any logical sense at all, does it?
When you speed, is there anybody else around, or is it just you?
Just me.
matter? Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's between me and God.
No, I mean, I don't really think you're speeding. Maybe you
No,
think
you are.
you're speeding.
Well, that's what Oliver says I'm speeding.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, okay, so anyway, but that seems illogical to you guys, doesn't it? It doesn't make any sense that, let's say, I sped a little, so then I thought, well, today's shot, I might as well kill somebody. Does that make sense to you? No. Exactly. It's completely illogical. So why is it that because you catch yourself lusting after a girl, once you've made this commitment, when you catch yourself lusting after a girl, you think, well, that's shot.
Well, that's what?
That's shot. Or when you catch yourself lusting after a guy, you think that's shot. Like, I've already broken it. I made this commitment to stay pure in mind and heart, and I set my standards at God's standards, but I've already broken them. So they're broken.
But they can be repaired.
The question is, when do we repair them? Because that's always in the back of our mind. We can be forgiven. Right? We're always thinking that in the back of our minds. We can be forgiven. We can be forgiven. But we think, well, since we've already messed up, I've got this little tiny balloon here. My little balloon. Should I just let it go now? Or, I might as well wait till I've got a bigger balloon and then let it go.
It's hard
Right?
to let go.
What?
It's hard to let go.
What?
It's easier to let go.
Yes, exactly. It's so much easier to let go when we've just got a little sin. But once we have it in our hands, once we have it in our lives, once we have it in our hearts, once we have it in our minds, we're like, oh, ew. Wow. I already got it, so might as well enjoy it for a while. And then you've got this big balloon, and then you've got all these strings again that you're not willing to let go of. And you could have just let it go. So that's what I'm saying. Don't fool yourself into thinking just because you messed this up once that it's messed up. You guys will fix it right away. That's what you need to do. It needs to be. As soon as it happens, you repent. Right? Think of how my friends did this. Let's say that this side, okay, and we're following God, we're following God, we're following God. We've gotten this far, and then we do something and we turn to Satan and take a step back. Well, there's still the line. Right? It's still all the way over there. We've already come this far in our faith in God. No, we're already this far, but we're facing Satan. But for some reason we think, well, since I'm here, I have to go back over to Satan's side and then start again. And we have to go all this way and our walk through faith again till we're finally here. Wouldn't it make more sense if we messed up and turned this way? There's the line. And then we just said, God, I need your help. That's it. Does it make any sense to walk all the way back and then back? And the funny thing is this way is a fast move. You can move quickly that way. It's easy. There's no one in your way. When you're walking this way,